All right, guys, so I'll be very real with you. At first glance, I didn't really like Super Vegito too much, but then after actually reading his kit, like, carefully, this character is a monstrosity of a unit, especially if you have the correct equipment and teams for this character here. So that's exactly what this video is going to be about. I'm going to show you the best equipments to equip for Ultra Super Vegito, as well as the best team setup. So if you guys do find this video informative and you guys, find value in today's video, make sure you guys simply like the video, subscribe if you guys haven't already, because we're almost up to 100,000 subscribers and we can get there together. So guys, let's not waste any time. I'm actually getting excited just talking about this character because he looks pretty good, man. He really does. So let's cover the equipment first. He does have a lot of pretty good equipment, including a unique equipment. Now he has this equipment here. Now this equipment is good. It's not a bad equipment, but there's other equipments that I'm going to touch on that actually fits this type of character a little bit better. Now this equipment, like I said, is not a bad equipment at all. You guys should definitely farm this equipment if you guys haven't already. It's a Majin Buu Saga equipment, so you can actually equip it on a multiple variety of characters. This is not specifically for this Ultra Super Vegito, but if we just take a look, he is a defensive type of unit, but he still outputs damage because he's an Ultra unit, right? At the end of the day. First slot, key recovery up to 15%. And by the way, excuse all the sirens, the construction in the back. I pretty much live in the ghetto from what it seems like. There's always sirens here 24/7, so excuse that. Base key recovery up to 15%. I'm not really a big fan of this. That's the only thing I don't like about this equipment. The rest is pretty good. Slot number 2 is a 2-for-1. Base strike defense as well as base blast defense up to 15%. Could have been a little bit higher, but I think that's taking a little bit of a shot because of the third slot. I mean, third slot is a whopping 35% to base strike attack. So really, really good. You get the best of both worlds, a little bit of defense as well as a tremendous amount of strike damage. So, this is all going to be most likely Awakened equipment, but I want to touch bases on a special Majin Buu Saga equipment that is actually very easy to grind, that I believe is actually going to be very good for this character. I have multiple of these at Z+. Now, this character here is going to, this equipment is perfect for Ultra Super Vegito. I like it because of the second slot, 8% to base health. He's already tanky as it is, and you give him extra base health is really good. And on top of that, slot number 1 is also either base blast defense or base strike defense up to 12%. So you do have a very tanky, a very tanky first 2 slots. But the third slot is also really good because you get to choose either base blast attack or base strike attack up to 15%. And this equipment here is pretty fairly easy to grind as well. So I would recommend this one if you guys are not looking to grind too much, or if you guys just want a really beefy, well-rounded Super Vegito. So next up, we also do have this one. This is probably one of my favorite ones for Super Vegito, just because if you combine that with the first equipment that I showed you, it's insane, guys. If we just take a look at this, same kind of first slot, base key recovery up to 15%, almost the same second slot, right? It's basically the same equipment, but just the same, right? Instead of 15% to both defenses, here on the second slot, we only get 20% to base blast defense, which is good. But the third slot, you get to either choose base blast attack 35% or base strike attack up to 35%. So it's very similar to the first equipment, actually. The only thing different is pretty much the second slot. That's pretty much it. And the third slot, you get to choose either base strike attack or base blast defense. So if, for example, right here is base strike attack. Maybe this one you want to roll base blast attack, right? So strike and base blast attack 35% each is very, very good. So that is another equipment to definitely look out for. Another one I really like, this is for Super Saiyans. So the reason why I like this one is because it's very well rounded. Once again, the third slot, you get to either choose base key recovery or special move damage. I would lean more towards the special move damage. And then the second slot, you get to choose either base strike attack or base blast attack up to 22% each. So that in itself, like I said, this character is a defensive type of unit, but he can definitely output a lot of damage. And then the first slot, if you guys want to be even more tanky, 20% to base strike defense. So that's really good. But I do like this equipment a lot. This is the Majin Buu Saga equipment. Pretty easy to grind as well, but you get that base health right there. So that's really good. Very well-rounded. Very suitable for this Super Vegito as well. So next up, we do have this one right here. Now, this equipment is also a Fusion Warrior equipment, and it's a yellow Fusion Warrior equipment. Now, it's perfect for this character. As you guys can see, he gets 18% to both strike and base blast defense with the first 2 slots. And then the third slot, you either get to choose base blast attack or base strike attack up to 20% each. Now, before we even get to the rest of the equipment, because I think there's a drop-off after this, I just really want to quickly say that this character here is going to be insane with Ultra Instinct Goku, as well as Ultra Super Gogeta. Can you imagine the passive gameplay? Because it's going to be ridiculous, man. It's going to be absolute. MUI Goku with just this Super Vegito is going to be so ridiculous. Just the unique gauge of this MUI Goku is already annoying. Now you add on the unique gauge of that Super Vegito. It's really scary, man. It really is. You pretty much, and let me explain to you guys something really quick, because I know a lot of you guys will be unclear. I just want to make it very clear to you guys. This unique gauge here, right? It's basically when you activate your strike attack, it's pretty much like a green card, which, you know, he goes into that little stance right there and he just counters you, right? Either for tap shots or blast attacks. So you get to play passive. But what's special about this is that counter is going to be treated as you're getting hit by a strike card. And as soon as this activates, three things happen, right? Number one, your ki restores by 20%. No, by 20, not 20%, by 20. And then number two, this is really interesting, guys. That strike damage is going to be 100% to strike damage inflicted. So it's going to be treated as a strike attack, and it's going to get a 100% damage buff. Think about that. That's pretty crazy. So this counter is going to do a lot of damage, as well as it nullifies special actions cover change. So for 10 timer counts, that's amazing. This character right here, I'm telling you guys, the more I read this character's kit, it's absolutely insane. And you add on MUI Goku onto the mix, and then on top of that, if you want to play chess with everybody, you can even add Super Gogeta. So everybody gets their pretty much the Ultra ability, right? And as well as not all, depends if you use a leader slot, but what's special about this is that it's a counter, right? So for example, they know you're gonna bring MUI Goku, right? So, or I mean, they know you're going to bring in Super Vegito. So they're going to bring in a red unit. So what you're going to do to clear that red unit is you're going to bring in Super Gogeta. So it's just like it's a chess, right? So you know what's going to happen technically ahead, right? You know what they're going to bring, because they're going to see that brand new shiny Super Vegito. You know they're going to bring in a red, so you counter with the Super Gogeta. So it's just chess. It's really interesting. And then, yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff. Now, what's interesting about this is that I really hope the banner, the filler LFs in this banner is actually not bad, because we can most likely expect Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which is a really good unit. The only thing that sucks is that it's going to drop at 600 Z power. Now, I really hope this Bardock here makes a comeback. The reason being why is because he is a Saiyan, and Super Vegito is obviously a Saiyan himself, and he buffs Saiyans with the Z ability as well. So we can expect, obviously, fusions, sadly, because there's not that much good fusions. Fillers, at least yeah, there's the Super Vegito will probably be there, but a lot of us do have him maxed out at this point, right? Vegito Blue as well. This yellow Super Saiyan Blue, Gogeta is going to be there, but he's just replaced, to be honest, by either Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku or Ultra Vegito. So he's just replaced. Other than that, there's kind of a drop off. We'll have to wait and see. I'm gonna hold off my judgment, to be honest with you guys, but I do hope we do see this Bardock back, because why not, right? In terms of Majin Buu Saga, there's not much we can notice here. Maybe Vegito. I mean, maybe Majin Vegeta, or maybe even Kid Buu, because they are technically Majin Buu Saga. So that's something we might be seeing. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. With the last two equipments, I didn't really want to cover it too much, because it's this right here, which is this one, the Fat Gotenks equipment, so Awakening equipment, as well as this one. This one's actually pretty interesting, but you have to run Fusion Warriors completely with this one. It's a very not really tanky, but it's just an easy equipment to grind if you guys don't want to go through the hassle of getting all these Awakening equipment. So yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Follow me on Twitter, because I will be announcing, if you guys did enter the giveaway, I will be announcing the giveaway winners later on tonight, as well as some more leaks tonight coming out, you know, for the brand new update tonight. So hopefully we get a solid update. But that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I'm definitely gonna catch some Z's, because I've been awake all morning, and I'll definitely yeah, I'll catch you guys 7 hours from now. 7 hours from now, yeah. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.